What if I told you that one of the most powerful things affecting your long-term health is something you are probably ignoring every single day? And according to leading doctors, this simple habit after 50 may quietly influence how your body ages from the inside out. After the age of 50, our body doesn't work the same way it used to. Cells repair more slowly, inflammation becomes more common, and the natural defenses that once kept us strong begin to weaken over time. But here's something most people don't realize. Small daily habits can make a surprisingly big difference in how we age. I'm Dr. William Lee, and in today's video, I want to talk about something that doesn't sound exciting at first, but science is paying a lot of attention to it. It's not a magic pill. It's not a complicated treatment. In fact, most people completely overlook it because it feels too simple to matter. But research in the field of cellular health suggests that this one daily habit may be associated with better immune balance, healthier inflammation levels, and improved long-term wellness outcomes as we age. Some studies even suggest it may support the body's natural defenses that help protect against abnormal cell growth over time. Now, I want to be very clear. This is not about curing or preventing any disease. Instead, it's about understanding how everyday choices shape your internal health environment. And what you're about to learn might change the way you think about your daily routine after 50. Because sometimes the most powerful health strategies are not the complicated ones. They're the ones people ignore the most. So let's break it down step by step. Let's talk about what this ignored daily habit actually is. According to many longevity researchers and physicians studying aging, including experts in cancer biology and metabolic health, the habit we are referring to is surprisingly simple: daily movement and light physical activity throughout the day. Not extreme workouts, not intense gym routines, but consistent low-intensity movement, like walking, stretching, and avoiding long hours of sitting. Now, before you scroll away thinking this sounds too basic, stay with me, because this is where the science becomes interesting. When we sit for long periods, our body enters what researchers sometimes call a low metabolic state. Blood flow slows down, muscle activity drops, and certain biological processes linked to inflammation may increase. Over time, this can contribute to a less balanced internal environment. On the other hand, studies suggest that regular movement, even gentle walking, may support healthier circulation, improved oxygen delivery, and better metabolic function. These are all important factors for maintaining overall cellular health as we age. Some research also indicates that physical activity is associated with improved immune surveillance. That means your body may become more efficient at identifying and managing abnormal cells before they develop further problems. Again, this does not mean prevention or cure. It simply highlights how lifestyle patterns can influence biological processes. The most powerful part? You don't need extreme exercise to see benefits. Even something as simple as 10-15-minute walks after meals, light stretching in the morning, standing up every 30-60 minutes, taking stairs instead of elevators, these small actions may collectively support healthier aging patterns over time. But here's where most people get it wrong. They think health is about one big action, like going to the gym for an hour. In reality, it's the small daily habits repeated over years that shape how the body functions at a deeper level. And after 50, these patterns matter even more because the body's natural repair systems are not as fast as they used to be. That's why top health experts often emphasize consistency over intensity. Now, I want you to think honestly for a moment. How many hours do you spend sitting in a typical day? Because if the answer is a lot, then this one habit might be more important than you realize. In the next part, I'll show you how this simple routine connects with inflammation, aging, and long-term cellular protection, and why doctors quietly consider it one of the most underestimated health habits. Also, if you're finding this helpful, consider liking the video and subscribing to Health Bites, because we break down science in a simple, real-world way that actually makes sense. And I'd love to know in the comments, do you already walk daily? Or is this something you struggle with? Let's go deeper into why this simple habit matters so much after 50. One of the biggest hidden drivers of long-term health problems is something called chronic low-grade inflammation. It doesn't feel like a sudden illness. Instead, it builds slowly inside the body over years, almost silently. Researchers studying aging and cellular health suggest that when inflammation stays slightly elevated for long periods, it may affect how cells function, how the immune system responds, and how efficiently the body repairs itself. Now here's where daily movement becomes important. When you walk, stretch, or simply stay physically active throughout the day, your muscles are not just moving, they are acting like a biological pump. This movement helps support better blood circulation, which in turn may help transport nutrients and remove waste products more efficiently. Some studies indicate that regular physical activity is associated with lower markers of inflammation in the body. Again, this does not mean it treats anything. It simply shows a relationship between lifestyle and internal balance. After age 50, the body naturally becomes more sensitive to these inflammatory processes. That's why habits that were optional in younger years start becoming much more important later in life. But there is another layer to this story. Scientists studying cancer biology have observed that healthy immune function plays a key role in identifying abnormal cells early. The immune system is constantly scanning the body, looking for changes that do not belong. This process is called immune surveillance. And here's the interesting part. Lifestyle factors like physical activity, sleep, and diet may all influence how efficiently this system works. So when doctors talk about a simple daily habit, they are not referring to a miracle solution. They are talking about creating an internal environment where the body is better supported in its natural functions. Think of it like this. Your body is already equipped with powerful systems for repair and protection, but those systems work best when they are maintained consistently, not occasionally. That's why even small actions repeated daily can matter more than intense effort done once in a while. And yet, most people after 50 unintentionally fall into the opposite pattern. More sitting, less movement, slower routines, longer inactivity periods. Over time, this can quietly shift the body's balance. But the good news is this. Because this habit is simple, it's also very realistic to start again at any age. In the next part, I'll break down exactly how you can apply this in a practical, easy routine, even if you've been inactive for years, and how just a few small changes in your day may support healthier aging in the long run. Now let's make this practical, because knowing something is not enough. The real change happens when you apply it in daily life. If you are over 50, the idea of exercise might feel overwhelming. Many people think it requires gym memberships, heavy equipment, or strict routines. But that's not what research on healthy aging actually emphasizes. Instead, experts often highlight something much simpler: frequent movement throughout the day. Let's break it into a realistic routine anyone can follow. Start your morning with just 5 to 10 minutes of light stretching. This helps wake up your muscles and support circulation after hours of sleep. You don't need complex yoga poses. Simple arm stretches, neck rotations, and gentle bending are enough. Next, focus on something powerful but often ignored: breaking long sitting periods. If you sit for work, reading, or watching TV, try standing up every 30 to 60 minutes. Even just walking around your room or home for 2 to 3 minutes can make a difference. Studies suggest that interrupting long sedentary time may help support better metabolic balance. After meals, especially lunch or dinner, a slow 10-15 minute walk can be very beneficial. Researchers studying digestion and metabolism often note that light activity after eating is associated with improved blood sugar regulation and better overall metabolic response. And here's an important mindset shift. You are not trying to train your body hard. You are trying to keep it active consistently. Even small actions, like walking while talking on the phone, choosing stairs instead of elevators, or doing light household chores, add up more than you think. One study perspective often discussed in longevity science is that it's not the intensity of movement alone, but the total amount of daily activity that may influence long-term health outcomes. This is especially important after 50 because recovery slows down, but consistency becomes even more powerful. Now let's be honest, many people already know they should move more. The real challenge is not knowledge, it's habit. That's why starting small is key. If you try to change everything at once, it usually doesn't last. But if you begin with just one walk per day, it becomes easier to build from there. And once the body starts feeling the difference, more energy, better mobility, improved mood, it naturally encourages you to continue. In the final section, I'll show you how this simple habit connects to long-term health protection, mindset, and why doctors consider it one of the most underestimated tools for healthy aging. But before that, if you're still watching, make sure to like the video and subscribe to Health Bites. It really helps support content like this so more people can understand simple science in an easy way. And tell me in the comments, what's the hardest part for you? Starting movement or staying consistent? Let's bring everything together and understand the bigger picture. When doctors and researchers talk about longevity and healthy aging, they are not focusing on one single secret. Instead, they are looking at patterns, daily behaviors that shape how the body functions over many years. And one of the most consistently mentioned patterns is simple, regular daily movement. It may not sound dramatic, but science suggests it plays a meaningful role in supporting overall cellular health, especially after 50 when the body's natural repair systems begin to slow down. Think of your body like a complex network of systems working together: circulation, immune response, metabolism, and cellular repair. None of these systems work in isolation. They all depend on signals created by your daily lifestyle. When you move regularly, even in small ways, you help keep those systems active. Blood flow improves, oxygen delivery becomes more efficient, muscles support metabolic balance, and over time, these factors may contribute to a healthier internal environment. Some research in aging science also suggests that physically active lifestyles are associated with better immune function and lower markers of chronic inflammation. Again, this is about association, not guarantees, but it helps explain why doctors emphasize movement so strongly. Now, here's the most important truth: it's never too late to start. Even if you have spent years being inactive, your body still responds to movement. The human system is adaptable. Small improvements, repeated daily, can gradually shift your overall health trajectory. But consistency is everything. Doing one long workout once a week is not the same as moving your body a little every day. The body responds best to steady signals, not occasional effort. So if you take only one thing from this video, let it be this: you don't need extreme changes. You need consistent, simple habits: a daily walk, a few stretches, less sitting, more movement breaks. These are small actions, but over months and years they can shape how you feel, how you move, and how you age. Before we end, let me leave you with this thought. Health after 50 is not about chasing perfection. It's about building small routines that quietly support your body every single day. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like it, subscribe to Health Bites, and share it with someone who might need a simple reminder that small habits still matter. And I'd really like to hear from you. What is one small habit you are willing to start this week for your health? Stay consistent and take care of yourself.